So yeah, Brock Lesnar he decided that he was gonna go on ahead and quit WWE and UFC altogether, man. He's done with his combat fighting career. Brock Lesnar, man. I'm gonna miss you, bro. You definitely brought me some long years of entertainment, man. For sure. We're gonna do a little dip into your history of Brock Lesnar, right? He's been whooping ass for a long time. He's been whooping ass ever since he was like back on the farm. Hearing the story from Brock Lesnar is really cool too, man. He's got a really kind of passionate story, for a guy who's kind of out in the middle of nowhere without much to do. He figured out something to do, right? And he became great at it. And congratulations to him for sure. For sure, for sure. Does deserve his retirement, deserves his flowers, but I wasn't expecting him to go out at SummerSlam. It always seemed to me like superstars, especially big time superstars like the Brock Lesnar's and the Rocks and the Roman Reignses, they should probably be going out on like the WrestleMania scenes, right? But instead, Brock Lesnar, he's choosing to leave his boots up at SummerSlam. And I'm not gonna lie, I am a little skeptical. It's not the first time he's done this. Like he was all about that. Brock Lesnar, talking Brock Lesnar and his retirement, man. I can't believe that he's really going to step away from combat sports, man. Like, what do you guys think about that? You think he's really going to step away from combat sports? Or do y'all even know Brock Lesnar? Like, the man's been fighting for over 25, if you count his collars, 30 years he's been whooping ass, man. Huge country boy, man. And he announced it on the Pat McAfee show. He's calling it quits, sadly. I did watch the SummerSlam that he was on this last weekend. That was pretty good. Like his fight against Obafemi was a good fight. It was a good going away fight, if that really is going to be his last fight, right? I don't know if you guys are following it at all, but if you guys are following it, you think it's really Brock Lesnar's last match that he had at SummerSlam, or you think he got a WrestleMania show in him? I'm thinking he got one more WrestleMania, man. If he got a WrestleMania in his back pocket for one more payout, it'd be huge. But then again, WrestleMania, it is going to Saudi Arabia, this year. So maybe he is deciding to skip that flight, particularly for some reasons. Um, Hearing the announcement on the Pat McAfee show, though, that's what kind of shocked me the most, man. Like Brock Lesnar didn't even like do it on television, like in the ring. Like he did it on the phone, calling Pat McAfee, man. So that's another reason why I'm a little bit skeptical on if he's really going to be leaving it up, leaving those boots in the ring, man. Uh, like I said, this isn't the first time he's done it. When he lost the first time this year at WrestleMania to Obafemi, he left his gloves in the ring, right? Kind of symbolizing the fact that he was going to walk away. But, he came back. He came back whooping ass, man. So what I wanted to do as a little tribute for Brock Lesnar, I just got some matches, that he kind of stand out to me both in UFC and in WWE. Like, hey, what's going on, man? Appreciate the love, dude. Talking Brock Lesnar right now in his retirement, man. And, I feel like his UFC stuff was almost as important as his WWE stuff, man, because when he decided to go into the cage, man, he was like, he was whooping ass, and he wasn't just whooping amateurs' asses. He was whooping, like when he went in there against Frank Mir on his debut, right? Like that was a huge match card, and then he took the belt from Randy Couture. Like these were like prime fights for UFC. Like I think it was UFC 91. Brought in a lot of money, but more importantly, it brought in like I gotta say, I was actually honest, kind of to be proud to be a wrestling fan at that point, to see like someone make that crossover, and not just crossover, but like dominate the entire heavyweight division, right? Until he went up against Cain Velasquez, right? That guy, he kind of whooped Brock Lesnar's ass in the cage. If y'all seen that fight, man, you guys see that fight? Which fight stood out the most to you, man, in the UFC? If you followed any of his UFC stuff, that's what I want to know. Some other matches he had in the WWE, man, that kind of like stood out the most to me, man. The Undertaker match when he broke the Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania. That was huge. All wrestling fans know about that one. He cracked Randy Orton's head open, man. He had a good fight against Kurt Angle. I remember them fighting, and that was a good match because like they had the history with the college wrestling background. So that was cool, like to see like Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle get in the ring against the dude who was super dominant at his college in Minnesota in wrestling, and then kind of like battle it out in an actual wrestling atmosphere. Like that was cool, man. It was exciting to see that, man. I could flash back on that and rewatch that match over and over again, man. And because there's so many classics, man. Like I got a small list here, man. I remember when he pulled out a bulldozer, man. Brock Lesnar goes in a freaking bulldozer, lifts up the ring with a bulldozer. That was pretty crazy, Broke Triple H's arm a couple times, but I think some of the interesting stuff about him was like mostly his history, man. I went online and I got a little bit of, I'm gonna give him his flowers, man, because Brock Lesnar was a good guy, man. This guy is an American combat sports icon, professional wrestler, born July 12th, 1977. Man, this guy has heavyweight titles in the WWE, UFC, New Japan Pro Wrestling, IGF, I'm not sure what that is, and the NCAA, right? And so like the most fierce one probably in most people's eyes would be the UFC and his NCAA career, man. He was killing them in the college on the mat. This dude, he was raised on a dairy farm, South Dakota, man. Good old country boy. And I heard him promoting like he's on that new diet where he eats like nothing but meat. I can't remember what that particular diet's called though, but like I don't know. Have y'all heard of that diet where it's just an all meat diet? You're eating nothing but like beef and proteins. Apparently, that's supposed to be healthy for you. I don't know. Kind of seems like everything goes and steers you in the other direction, right? Like stay away from meat, right? Meat is bad, but this guy Brock Lesnar, he's such a beast. He goes the opposite way. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna eat nothing but meat, you know. So it's just the type of guy he is, I guess, you know. But he debuted in the WWE in 2002. It's a long time ago, man. And see, he did. Says he tried out for the NFL. Apparently, he tried out for the Minnesota Vikings. Man, he didn't make it sadly, but I also didn't know that he was fighting overseas in New Japan. Man, that's interesting to find out. Didn't know about that. I was trying to watch some interesting videos, you know, like flashbacks, man, before I was doing this, and one of the flashbacks I thought that was best was mostly his interactions that he had with like Kurt Angle and then Triple H, man. Like Triple H towards the end of his career, man, when he broke his arm in the ring, that was crazy. Like he you see things taken to the next level in realism with the WWE stuff because like you look at that wrestling and yeah, it's all choreographed and staged and whatnot. But yeah, when you got someone as big as Brock Lesnar puts you in like that armbar Kimura lock, right? Just any movement it's breaking, right? And he broke dude's arm twice, man, which is crazy. Wonder what Brock Lesnar's gonna be doing with all of his time, man. He always does hunting shit, right? Like he's always talking about hunting animals and being in the woods. But I'd imagine you'd probably get tired of that after a while, right? Like when you, especially like living the life of traveling and touring, you know, and going city to city and performing in front of thousands and thousands and millions of people in some cases, like do television. Because that's like the reason why most of these wrestlers have a hard time stepping away from the spotlight. I notice maybe like 50 years old, 60 years old out here still trying to do backflips and shit. It's like, come on, man. You're too old to CM Punk to be doing backflips at a SummerSlam. Just call it quits, bro. You just got to throw in the towel at that point, man, you know? Stick to what you're good at, man. Every time you try and do one of these crazy moves, man, you look stupid. I don't think it's going to be Brock Lesnar's last time in the ring. I think he's going to come back for WrestleMania. I mean, one, the payout is great. Two, it's not that far away as far as the date goes, but I wonder if he might have something against Saudi Arabia, which is the reason why he's not going. A lot of people don't want to go over to Saudi Arabia, even though Saudi Arabia is willing to spend a whole bunch of money to bring people over there. I remember when Brock Lesnar was fighting against Hulk Hogan. Oh, that was a classic match, one of Hulk Hogan's last matches. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, man. It's another sports icon. I think he had his last match at a WrestleMania too. I don't remember exactly though. I remember when he fought against The Rock though. Man, that shit gave me chills. Like as a youngster in the 20s, man. The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. Welcome everybody. What's up? Like, comment, and subscribe. This is Millennial Nation Worldwide. We were talking about Brock Lesnar earlier in his retirement announcement on the Pat McAfee show. He is calling it quits. He says he is no longer going to perform as a combat sports athlete. That means no more wrestling. It means no more MMA, mixed martial arts. He is strictly going to be killing animals and eating nothing but meat from here on out. So, that will be the life of Brock Lesnar. We might see him in a movie. It's classic, man. He's like the perfect gladiator, man. Like if they made a Gladiator 3, they need to cast him as like the uncle or some shit like that, right? Like if they came out with another Vikings episode or they decided to expand on that whole Vikings, I don't know if y'all watched that. That shit was a dope show on History Channel, I think it was. But yeah, like Brock Lesnar, he already got the hairstyle to be one of those wild Vikings. Like it doesn't take much to throw him on the screen. He can start getting into acting, you know. All it takes is one big role and you can be immortalized on the big screen forever, like Hulk Hogan was, right? You remember when Brock Lesnar fought against Goldberg? I remember when Brock Lesnar fought against Goldberg, man. That was one of those big hyped up matches. It was supposed to be historic because you got the big WCW guy versus the big WWE guy. And they built it up. They did great promos, great promotions for it. They got in the ring. They fought for about 2 minutes. And then Goldberg ran his head into the pole and split his head open. And then they ended the fight like 30 seconds later. I wish that could have gone a different way, man. Like, they even tried it again like a couple years later. And I remember the second time Goldberg fought against Brock Lesnar, that wasn't that great either, man. But that was a historic match, though, right? I don't think it broke the box offices, though. Brock Lesnar versus The Rock. That was good. The Rock on the mic, man. It's sad, but it's like time to move on. I don't blame Brock Lesnar for hanging it up at all. He's been doing this for like I said, like 20, 25 years at least. And he deserves to kind of step away, right? Even though he kind of has been in retirement for like the last 5 years anyway. I mean, he pops up on WWE maybe 5, 6 times a year, right? Like if we're lucky, we might get a couple pay-per-views or like a quick little interaction. And but yeah, if he's stepping away, man, I give you all the props in the world, Brock Lesnar. Thank you for your years of entertainment. I salute you, man, with this segment right here and give you the flowers that you deserve, man. You deserve it. Just like you guys sticking around.